The 5 most nutrient-dense vegetables based on science topics. Food Science Nutrition by SciTeachDaily.com, September 2, 2022. The 5 most nutrient-dense vegetables based on science topics. Food Science Nutrition. There are, be that as it may, vegetables with a higher supplement content comparative with their calories, making them particularly supportive for weight control and well-being. Utilizing the Andy score, specialists attempted the tedious errand of positioning 41 foods grown from the ground by their supplement thickness. We should see which beat the rundown as far as supplement thickness per calorie, in view of the Andy score. Watercress tops the rundown of supplement thick vegetables per calorie in view of Andy rules. Watercress is a dull green, verdant vegetable that fills in chilly, clear streams and waterways, and you can partake in its peppery flavor crude or cooked. Notwithstanding, you'll hold a greater amount of its L-ascorbic acid on the off chance that you consume this verdant green crude. Watercress adds a kick to plates of mixed greens, wraps, and sandwiches. Alongside L-ascorbic acid, watercress is plentiful in vitamin K, significant for blood coagulating and bone thickness, and beta-carotene, an antecedent to vitamin N and a cell reinforcement and calming. Since it's a cruciferous vegetable, similar to watercress and broccoli, it contains comparative phytochemicals, some of which are being investigated for potential enemy of disease benefits. To get the most L-ascorbic acid from Chinese cabbage, appreciate it crude in plates of mixed greens and sandwiches. Swiss chard, otherwise called leaf beet, is a verdant green vegetable that has a place with similar family as beets. Its leaves taste really gentle like spinach, however it has a marginally harder surface that mellow when you cook it. Swiss chard is a rich wellspring of vitamin K, in spite of the fact that it contains less L-ascorbic acid than the main 2 most supplement-thick veggies, watercress, and Chinese cabbage, per calorie. Cooking Swiss chard lessons however doesn't dispense with oxalates. Beet greens are the leaves of beets, vivid root vegetables that fill in the ground. Beet greens resemble spinach in surface and taste however have a more serious flavor. You can partake in these mixed greens crude in servings of mixed greens or cooked like spinach, Swiss chard, or other salad greens. However, similar to Swiss chard, they're high in oxalates, so it's ideal to cook them to lessen their oxalate content. For what reason are beet greens so supplement thick? With each nibble, you get a sound portion of nutrients and NC, however they likewise contain good amounts of minerals like iron and zinc. Spinach, nutrient density score 86%. Who is curious about the green, verdant vegetable known as spinach? It's broadly accessible and loaded with supplements like nutrients A, C, and K, and like every verdant green, a great wellspring of fiber. Like Swiss chard, beet greens, and spinach is additionally high in oxalates. On the off chance that you have a past filled with calcium oxalate kidney stones, it's most secure to substitute a lower oxalate green like watercress or kale for spinach. Spinach likewise contains compounds called flavonoids that have craving-smothering advantages. Mixed greens top the rundown of supplement-thick food sources per calorie. This upgrades endothelial capability, solid vein capability that brings down pulse, and the gamble of blood clumps, one more motivation to add greens to your plate. Mixed greens are supplement-rich and lower in calories and top the rundown as far as Andy scores. Thus, fill your basic food item truck with products of the soil in all shades of the rainbow, yet remember to add these 5 veggies with the most noteworthy Andy scores. Watercress supplementation in diet decreases lymphocyte DNA harm and changes blood cancer prevention agent status in Sound Grown-Ups by Chris Ir Gill, Sumando Haldar, Lindsay Aboyd, Richard Bennett, Joy Whiteford, Michelle Butler, Jenny R. Pearson, Ian Bradbury and Ian R. Rowland, February 1, 2007, The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Utilization of flakoid-rich spinach extricate decreases hunger, increments satiety and diminishes desires for attractive food in overweight ladies by Evelinist and Blom, Emilie Gacioglu, Mona Londine Olsen and Charlotte Erlandson Albertson, April 17, 2015, Appetite.